Final Fantasy 16 director says it's, quote, probably likely that future Final Fantasy games will launch on PC on day one. This is the one, the only Jordan Middler at VGC. Final Fantasy 16 director Hiroshi Takai has said that he thinks it's likely the future entries in the series will release on PC on day one. Speaking to Games Radar Plus, is that what we say now? Speaking to Games Radar, but then it's got a plus now. Why has it got a plus now? Is that a podcast? Is that a...
Or maybe that's like their like Patreon version type thing. I don't know. That's just assuming. I might see plus. I just think premium.
The director spoke to the decision to bring the game to PC over a year after the release on PlayStation 5. Asked about the potential future for games in the Final Fantasy series to launch at the same time across multiple platforms, Takai said, quote, I think it's possible, probably, even likely. That said, the team in charge of each project gets to decide its own policy, so this is just my personal opinion. Naturally, we wanted to get the PC version into players' hands as quickly as we possibly could. We don't get anything out of delaying its release either. That said, I don't think there's much more we could have done to speed up the porting process. Looking at the results, I think the time we've put into optimizing the game for PC was time well spent.
It's likely... But then also, we did everything we could to make it as fast as possible. So
no, you're great. I love you. That wasn't a no to you. Kevin's brought up.
No way.
Games Radar Plus (parentheses formerly Games Radar). Games Radar added a plus to their fucking name.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like Disney Plus.
Games. Right? Do I have to put in the .com?
GamesRadar.com still takes you to Games Radar Plus.
But so this has got a little plus that.
Yeah. It's cool.
We should do a Kind of Funny plus.
No, we should do a minus.
Oh, shit.
And just like, this is kind of funny, but no blessing. Or, pick someone.
Hold on.
Now this is the news story.
This is the news story. Do we have more to say? Yeah.
Nah, I mean...
Guess what, everybody? Money. We need to make money. These things cost money.
Yeah.
Where are they going to fucking be, all right?
Yeah.
Whenever Nick isn't on.
Oh, now there's got to be. There must have been. Here we go.
Oh,
okay.
Shit.
Okay.
This is so new.
Oh my God! There's no way. This is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. This is a press release from 2014.
No. They've been
Games Radar changed their name to Games Radar Plus a decade ago. And Jordan Middler just broke the news. Jordan Middler, like when he writes Infamous, is doing like lowercase I, lowercase n. Famous. He's like giving into the PR bullshit.
He calls it X.
November 21st, 2014, the PR Newswire release reads, Future US, the international media group and leading digital business, today launches Games Radar Plus, the most significant development ever in its global GamesRadar.com brand. Games Radar Plus signifies the broadening of a popular gaming site as it launches 3 significant new channels. Movies, TV, and cool stuff. It shows the start of an ambitious process to develop Games Radar Plus into one of the leading games and entertainment sites in the world. The development of these new channels echoes the progression of how traditional gaming consoles, such as the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, have become home entertainment devices. The new movie channel will be powered by Future's leading entertainment site Total Film, with SFX powering the TV channel, whilst the Cool Stuff channel will be a place for editors and readers alike to share relevant content from across the internet with like-minded people in the Games Radar Plus community. Wow. Games Radar Plus will now be a one-stop destination for audiences who love games, movies, and TV. Additionally, Games Radar Plus will enable...
Kind of Funny Games Plus. It makes sense.
Sophia was still editor-in-chief then. I don't know if she is now. I worked with her at IGN way back in the day. When I go to Games Radar, hold on, everybody. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. All right, we're gonna get to the bottom of this.
First, who's gonna call?
Does Cool Stuff still exist a decade later? For the record, before we go any further with this, I am not throwing stones at Games Radar and a rebrand and trying new things, and it doesn't work. I want to make sure we're being very clear here.
Yes.
I talk about it all the time, the space we work in and whatever, but I just got to know more about this because I never fucking heard about this. But you know what? I'm sorry. I'm getting hung up as if I'm still in my own dimension. As we all remember, I jumped dimensions a few months ago. I'm not from this dimension. So in my dimension, there was no Games Radar Plus. So now when I go to Games Radar Plus, it's games, platforms, entertainment, and then there's just more. So it doesn't look like the cool stuff tab exists here. And again, I'm not making fun of that. I want to make sure. Who owns them? Is it still the same people? Does Future still...
We got a great chat right here. Karate in chat says, "Isn't Opening Night Live happening soon?" Yeah.
You got 17 minutes.
This is more important. This is more important.
17 minutes.
You gotta like set up and stuff before that, though.
You said you want it out at 10. You want it out in 7 minutes, and this is great content. All right. Here's what I want you to know. All right. If you were watching CNN, if you were watching Jeff Grubb jacks it off or whatever he does when he does his content, all right? You think any of them would stop their story full stop when they saw Games Radar Plus? When they saw Jordan Miller for some reason call Games Radar Plus? You think they would stop it dead in their tracks to give you this information? That's the dedication we have, the Kind of Funny, and what I like to call the truth. Okay? A lot of these people at your GameSpots, Lucy James, your IGNs, Stella Chung, they'll read the news to you like a parrot. Reading the Chinese food menu, all right? I'm going to get into it with you, all right, everybody? We just got on Greg's Magic School Bus, all right? And we went inside the urethra. That's what we did today, all right? Nick knows what I'm talking about. Nick knows what I'm talking about. Nick knows.
Hey, Roger, did you know that school buses have urethras?
No, Magic School Bus. We went in the urethra.
Oh,
they used to go in bodies and shit. It was like fucking Martin Short and Dennis
Interspace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Meg Ryan, there was where I was going.
Yeah, I was going to go. I thought you were going to go like a Willy Wonka.
Do you know a decade ago, Games Radar wanted us to call him Games Radar Plus, and Jordan Midler was like, all right, boss. Fucking people.
Isn't that wild? Times have changed.
You didn't know any of those
We're
words.
back, baby! Oh, I'll tell you, nobody got this kind of humor at the Tim Hortons in Canada I was at.
This episode is brought to you by Hims. Guys, sometimes intimate moments happen spontaneously, and we always want to be ready so we can perform in the bedroom. Hims has treatments that can help you stay hard and last longer, giving you that boost of confidence so you can be ready whenever the mood strikes. Hims provides access to a range of doctor-trusted ED treatments such as chewable hard mints, proven treatments like Viagra and Cialis, or their generics for up to 95% cheaper. No insurance is needed. The process is simple and 100% online. No uncomfortable in-person visits necessary. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/kindafunny. That's HIMS.com/kindafunny for your personalized ED treatment options. Hims.com/kindafunny. The products mentioned are chewable compounded products which are not approved by or verified for safety or effectiveness by the FDA. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions, details, and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan. This episode is brought to you by Aura Frames. Here's the thing about birthdays, they happen all year, which means there's probably someone you should be buying a gift for right now. Give them something really special with Aura Digital Frames. Aura Frames are easy to set up, update, and enjoy. Plus, Aura Frames can be preloaded with photos and gift messages, so whether you're giving the frame to your sister, grandma, or your mother-in-law, you can make sure that the gift is personalized just for them. Recently, I gave my partner Leanza an Aura digital frame as a gift for our 6th anniversary, and we both adore it. We love being reminded of some of our most special moments, and it always starts some of the best journeys down memory lane. Right now, Aura is having their very first Friends and Family sale, and we've got an exclusive offer just for our listeners. For a limited time, you can get $35 off their best-selling frame by visiting auraframes.com and using promo code KINDAFUNNY. That's AURA frames.com, promo code KINDAFUNNY. This is the best offer of the season, so don't miss out. Terms and conditions apply.
In a press release, Playground Productions, the company currently holding the rights to Backyard Sports IP, confirmed it was reviving the series, noting that the franchise is slated to return in the coming months. Playground Productions also provided the first teaser trailer of the Backyard Sports, featuring memorable characters like Pablo Sanchez and Stephanie Morgan. Beyond the confirmation of a new Backyard Sports video games, Playground Productions said the series' return will expand its reach to multiple verticals beyond video games, such as film, TV, and merchandise. Playground Productions explained the revival of Backyard Sports will use cutting-edge technology and esteemed character IP to aim to create stories and experiences that will resonate with those who grew up with the series, along with the current generation of youth. Michael Howard, did you grow up with Backyard Sports?
I grew up with Backyard Sports. And Greg, what a lovely day it is, because you're back in the office and Pablo Sanchez, the GOAT, has returned to the video game world. What do you want to know? Because I'll tell you everything, Greg.
So
I grew up with this game.
How old are you?
34 years old.
See, fuck that guy in there saying 37. You didn't know what it was.
Someone in the chat was like, they're selling kids games and mainly 40-year-old people are going to buy this game. Yeah, that's exactly what we wanted. But I'm going to show my kids this game, right? This is how you get into it, right?
Yeah,
This is the excitement of it all. And my questions are the following, right? What sports are we bringing? My worry is if you bring baseball and it's only baseball, Roger's not going to get into it.
He has a Giants jacket.
Yeah, he bought that. Yeah, he doesn't wear it, though. But, baseball is the OG. Baseball's the GOAT of Backyard Sports. But my issue is like baseball has fallen off in popularity. The gameplay itself isn't as fun. And so my dream for Backyard Sports is a complex, a sports mega complex. All of the sports in one game. You get hockey, you get soccer, you get baseball, you get football, you get basketball. We get all the kids. But here's the catch. Are the kids enough, Greg Miller?
Oh.
Because the issue is you can't name me half the kids past Ernie Steele and Pete Wheeler. Right? Can you? No. That's what I thought, Roger. So I think you need some pros here. And so I'm worried that they can't get the pros because it's too much money. So they'll have to get Hall of Famers, just like Big Papi David Ortiz and so forth. So I'm hoping for all that.
Okay. To wrap it up for somebody who doesn't know, what made these games special? I'm sending to assets right now a Let's Play from somebody I just grabbed off the internet.
What made these games special? That's a great question. You know, in the early days, to me, what made them special was the idea of having youth sports as a video game, right? You had Sunny Day on the broadcast, Earl Grey hosting soccer games. And I think what was so fun about it is it felt like when you would go to the baseball diamond and you were playing youth sports where you'd be meeting up with kids from your class or kids that you had never met. And it was more of a point-and-click sports game on the PC. It wasn't what you were playing with a Madden or a FIFA. So it was all very point and click. And then they made their way to console, which kids might have a different vibe with. But I played the OGs. And I was just the fun idea of creating a season with fun, wacky names. I was the Gym Rats in basketball, I can remember, and making your own team, customizing, colored. You would play the games, right? And the cool part about it is
they would jump way in. I want to see what the game looks like.
They would have little power-ups that you could use. So you would have pitching power-ups where you throw the split ball and be going all sideways. Or maybe on basketball, you'd be on fire and you'd be able to shoot everything. So you see back in the day, it was point and click.
Yeah.
It was like that. So it wasn't my wonder is you wouldn't do that in 2024 and beyond. So what does it look like? How does it play? I didn't play many of the console versions when we got into the later years. I bought them, but I never played them. And so I'm excited for this. This is exciting times. This is a great place to be in. Make it a Saturday morning cartoon on Netflix, just like we've seen with other little fun properties. Bring it back, but it's got to be the sports complex. It's got to have it all.
Okay, two things before you get out of here.
Yeah, I want to hear it all.
First off, and these are clear your mind, all right? Well, one's a question, one's a comment.
Okay.
Onimus Prime Super Chats and says, can this series stay dead and we bring back SSX? Which would you rather have, Backyard Sports or SSX?
Nobody likes snowboarding. We're bringing this back.
Wow!
Fuck SSX, Tricky.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah, you didn't think I was going to say that of all people.
Damn. All right, cool. And then Ryan Miraz super chats and says, this is my first live show I was able to catch, and Mike looks nothing like how I imagined him. LMAO.
Thanks, homie. I'm an overweight 34-year-old, 2 children, dying inside, doing my best in life. Thank you for tuning in.
I don't know if it's necessarily negative. I don't know if it's I don't think it was necessarily you look worse than what he thought you would look like.
2 children.
According to Sarah Bond. I know I didn't play these.
No,
I remember them having a fan base though, so I'm excited they're back. I am fascinated to see what this will be. You imagine it's not going to be point and click. You imagine it would be a pick up and play sports game you play with your friends or AI or play online. Right?
I'm very weirdly pessimistic about this announcement, right? Because it's
Well, they're
coming
doing
from
that-
they're doing the thing where it's like, hey,
We're a corporation, and
we're
it's
doing.
back.
And I looked into the corporate. If you look at the website or whatever, it just seems like there's no information on like who's actually making this game. It doesn't seem like they've done this before. So I'm very scared that this is what's going to happen. They're going to release a TV show or a movie. It's not going to be the hit that they wanted to, and they kind of had everything riding on that, or maybe the first game, and the game isn't exactly what we're looking for, and then we just kill the entire franchise again. Because I feel like that's always what happens when it comes to like these big conglomerates coming in, buying the IP, thinking that they have something, but they have to really market this towards children, right? I mean, of course, the older demographic like Mike that has played these games when they were kids, they're going to pick it up, play it for a little bit, but they're not going to stick around, real talk, unless you really make something interesting or great for an adult. So you got to have this for a new generation. What does that look like? Is it on mobile? Is it going to be just a PC game? Like, is it going to be on everything? Like, what does that look like to actually target a younger demographic? And I don't know if nostalgia's not going to be able to carry that for a younger demographic. So what do they have other than that? So it's interesting. I think there's some really cool stuff and there's some cool characters and they have a great art style with that intro little video that they put out there. I want them to actually follow up on that and expand on this rather than just focusing on the nostalgia of it all.